Cynthia Stant, and this video is about how to embrace the unknown so that you can manifest. Let's get started. Into the unknown. All right, when in doubt, it's always think of Disney. The answer is always Disney. Let's break this down. How does this work? There's actually different realms. And I know, that might sound a little woo-woo, but it's actually science. You go in and out of these realms every single day. Let's talk about them in depth. You know one of these realms really well, and that's the realm of the physical, right? Look around. Everything that you see right here in front of you is the physical realm. Your body, which I refer to sometimes as your meat suit, is you experiencing the physical. So then, as we raise our frequency and we go up higher, you have the mental realm. This is where you experience your imagination. And again, I'm a big Disney fan, so he always says, if you can dream it, you can do it. Picasso says, if you can imagine it, it's real. How else are you experiencing it if it's not real? I know it's in your mind, but I have to tell you, it's just as real as anything in the physical, it's just in the mental. But then there's another realm. As we raise our frequency even higher, and how are you doing this, by the way? By doing a disciplined meditation practice, of course. Every day when you meditate, and I love teaching the Successful Soul System, you are raising your frequency and you're getting higher and higher. So you pass through the physical, through the mental, and then you experience the spiritual realm. Think of the spiritual realm as a field of possibilities. It's literally an ocean of potentiality. Everything that could possibly exist exists in the spiritual realm. Because remember, nothing's created, nothing's destroyed. You don't have to create anything. How beautiful is that? When I learned that, was so much freedom for me. I don't have to create all the things that I desire. They already exist. I just have to adjust my frequency to align with it. And that is the law of attraction, which is really a subset law of the law of vibration. Again, a universal law. But the thing is, law of attraction says like attracts like. So if you want to be the woman who manifests your desire, you have to be a match for it in your frequency. I always ask my clients, and I want to ask you here today, who are you? Who do you want to be? And what's the difference? Most importantly, what are you going to do about it? Here's the thing. The difference, I guarantee you, is a bullshit lie. It's just a story that you make up. Because you have every ability to be the woman you want to be right now. It's just a lot of these thoughts that have conditioned you, these stories that you accept to be true, that make you feel otherwise. Think about it. That's actually the issue. You're thinking about it. When you think a lot of things, you have to realize a thought that you just think over and over and over again is what actually becomes a belief. Sometimes our thoughts aren't even true. There's a lot of things that you think that aren't true. But if you accept them over and over and over again, what happens is your conscious mind feeds your subconscious, and your subconscious then goes on autopilot. And so there's so many stories. It's almost like you sweep dirt underneath the rug. It just piles up and stays there. It's time to open it up and bring awareness to what it is that you actually are experiencing and feeding your mind all the time. So when you become aware, and that's the first step, is really just acknowledging what are the stories that I'm telling myself, and what is it that I actually desire instead? Here's the hard part. You're gonna figure it out. You know what it is. How is it the version of you, how is she living her life differently, the version that you desire to be? What is she thinking differently? What is she feeling right here, right now, that's different than the way that you're feeling about yourself? And what kind of moves does she make that you haven't done? I know you know the answer. You'll say, she's the multiple seven-figure woman perhaps. She's the woman that really feels confident and sexy in her skin. She's the woman that wakes up at a certain time. She's the woman that goes to the gym regularly. She's the woman that's there and present for her children. She's the woman who really manages and has great standards and leads by example and has beautiful boundaries in her business, with her employees, with her clients. You know the answer. Who are you being right now? You know who she is. What are you going to do about it? Well, here's the thing. You got to be the change you wish to see. And so that means you're going to have to do something you haven't done before. There's a universal law called the law of correspondence. And this law is as above, so below. So every day in your meditation practice, you are raising your vibration and you're going up and you're surrendering, and again, to see possibilities in the spiritual realm. You're surrendering. You're allowing yourself to get into flow. I remind you, trees do not try to grow, okay? Fish do not try to swim. And when you're trying and hustling and figuring out and doing all these things, putting pressure on yourself every single day, you're not in flow either. How do you get into this flow? You're gonna rise up and allow yourself to surrender. And again, you don't have to create the things you want, you just have to align with them. You do this in the spiritual realm. When something comes down into the mental realm, you get an idea, you did not come up with this idea. This is not your thought. You downloaded it because you aligned with it. So when something comes into your imagination, a beautiful thought, I want you to get excited about it. Don't, oh man, that feels so good. I'm so glad I created this idea. And then all of a sudden, what comes next? The doubts. Oh, but I have to wait until this client pays before I make a move like that. Oh, what will my husband say if I can't do this? Or, am I ready? Am I pretty enough? Am I wealthy enough? Am I thin enough? Like all these bullshit stories come in, and then you don't do the thing. If you are going to get to the next level of success, you have to then move your body. You have to do the thing. So as you're tapping into the unknown in your meditation practice, when you get the downloads, then you have to move your physical body. You have to embody these ideas, which means you're gonna have to, in the physical, do things that you haven't done before. Move into the unknown. You just get used to moving. What happens is you're gonna make mistakes. I want you to celebrate those because they're gonna teach you. If it doesn't feel like it's working, then don't keep doing that. Move, pivot, and do something else. What happens is most people, they don't manifest the life of their dreams because they stay stuck. They don't move, but they expect to have this beautiful outcome. Here's the thing, you go first, everything will respond. If you don't go, you're not gonna get a different response. I'm telling you, it is far, far, far more dangerous to stay where you are at than to go into the unknown. I know it can feel scary. I know it can feel terrifying. Trust me, I've been through the unknown quite a bit. But the unknown, when you experience it and allow yourself to really surrender in it, it feels like home. It's actually not scary. It feels like exactly where you're supposed to be. And what I want to remind you, fear, it's never going to disappear. In fact, the more successful you become, the more intense and bigger and well, sometimes terrifying the things are gonna be, as long as you say that. Remember, you're the CEO of your life. To me, that means that you call the shots. So you can label something for you or you can label it against you. I want you to label fear as your friend. It's your GPS to show you where you're supposed to go. This is the truth, my friend. Fear is never gonna disappear. So I'm not asking you to be fearless. I'm asking you to be courageous. I'm asking you to walk gracefully into the unknown with the fear. Acknowledge it, embrace it, see it through.